Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be discussing my favorite fire steels, so stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Like I said, in today's episode, we're going to be discussing my favorite fire steels for 2016. So as you can see, I have a lot of fire steels, but this is actually only a very small sampling of what I actually own. These are just my absolute favorites through testing and daily use when I go outside and camping throughout this year. So we'll get the big elephant out of the room real quick, and this is the Super Monster from my good friend Nathan. You might know his channel. It's called Nathan4071, and he sells these huge fire steels on his eBay account. And let me tell you what, these bad boys are some freaking flamethrowers. These things throw a lot of sparks. I'm not gonna lie, they're a little heavy. But the best part about these are, if you go to firesteel.com and try to go pick up their Magnum, which is their 1-inch diameter by 6 inches long, they go for about $169, which is really expensive for a fire steel. But the beautiful thing is, this is a really high-grade fire steel that Nathan sells, and he sells them for 50 bucks. Yeah, 50, which is, for this size fire steel, is an absolute steal. So I'm going to definitely drop a link in the description box below so you can go check out his eBay page. And next is the Lightning Strike Fire Starter by Holland Guns. I know this one's no stranger to the channel. You guys saw the video I did on this one. I love this fire steel, and I do know that the overall package for some can be a little expensive, but the fact that this is essentially an all-inclusive fire kit, I do feel as an investment for your bug-out bag. If you really take your prepping seriously, this is something I would highly consider. Just because I do reviews on them and show them off doesn't mean you have to go run out and buy it because I said they were good. It just, I give this my recommendation. If you are in a really shitty situation, this is something that I dare say you could trust with your life. These two fire steels are from firesteel.com. Well, I have several from them. And this, I got this one about 2 years ago. This is a 6-inch long by 1/2-inch fire steel. Now, by all rights, this is a super monster fire steel. It's huge. You could use, I've been using this off and on for 2 years in several videos, and you can see a very small dip in deviation after 2 years. And that's, you know, channel videos, when I go camping with my family, when I take this thing out, it just has endured so much use and doesn't go anywhere. But that's why I like these, and I was so impressed when I realized you could buy bigger fire steels. Along with the firesteel.com one, this is the Omega by firesteel.com, and I know this one isn't a stranger either to my channel. I showcased this one off a couple weeks ago, and I love this one. This is a good one because it's really substantial. If you need a long-term fire steel, this is definitely one that I would consider picking up. But here's the deal. This one cost me 69 bucks. $69.99. Super expensive. You can get a 1-inch one for 50 bucks on them, and the performance is right on par, as you'll see in the clips that I have been showing off through this of all their use and whatnot. But it's still a really good size fire steel. You get a really good grip on it. This is itching for a special lanyard or mounting it to a handle material. And what I'll be doing with the big one actually is I'm going to be getting a big huge piece of FATWOOD from my good friend Chris over at 4 Directions Bushcraft, and he's going to be sending me a big huge chunk of FATWOOD so I can actually mount this big bad daddy, so I can essentially have a fire starting billy club. This is the Gob Spark Armageddon by firesteel.com, and there's a big huge reason why I love this one. Because if you're in a very large cold weather environment, this is where big fire starters, big fire steels come into play. You can lose, create numbness in your fingers. If you need to get a fire starter in an emergency, you start losing feeling, articulation, the blood flow escapes from your hands and surges up your body to keep the rest of your body warm. So being able to do things like palm it is something you'll still be able to do. So having really good full hand articulation in that situation is very important. So that's why something like a Gob Spark can be very essential in your kit for like a get home bag. Next up is the Smith's Tinder Maker. Now I know This is not necessarily a fire starter, but I will consider this like a kit because of the fact that I can take a stick or a piece of fat wood like you've seen in previous episodes and run this along against the grain like a cheese grater and create a lot of really good shavings and essentially be able to have the tinder I need without having to go search really long and hard for it while I actually go build my fire. Now it comes with this little tiny fire steel and striker, and it's cute and adorable, but I wanted something more substantial, so I added the Swedish fire steel from Light My Fire, and I put on another striker, and I kind of just hodgepodge and do whatever I want really. But I like this one because it has pretty decent articulation. It can let you kind of, you know, grab on there. But this is a more substantial fire steel, so if I needed it in a camping or possibly an emergency situation, and this is all, if this is all you've got, you're pretty square as long as you can find dry tinder. Along the lines of Smiths, they have this really awesome little multi-tool called the Pocket Pal version 2. It's pretty freaking neat, and this is a detail that I missed last time. There's an adorable little flashlight right there. It's kind of like to find your keys. Not really super big, but I mean, if you needed to read a map for some navigation, I mean, it's there. It's another backup piece. Got a liquid fill compass. Got your diamond sharpening rod. Got your ceramic and carbide V-blades right here. But this is the nifty part. Look at this cute little thing right here. It's so adorable. Is a fire steel. And it's not big, it's not substantial, but it's like for everyday carry, for another backup tool for your sharpening system when you're out camping. It's just another backup to your backup, and it gives you a lot of different very useful tools and not a lot of space. And not to mention the whistle, which comes in really handy, and it's actually decently loud. But for 13 bucks for a whole kit that I would recommend, and I actually consider this of solid quality, this is not bad at all. Well, these two outliers that are over here are what I would call my biggest budget-friendly options for people who want a decent fire steel, but they don't want to pay a lot of money. Now, in all transparency, this is the Blast Match. A lot of people say they have issues with this thing breaking, and guess what? Mine broke. But it's cheap. You actually get a really substantial fire steel. And here's the thing. If this breaks, quit whining, use the fire steel. Grab it, drill a hole through it, put it on a lanyard, stick it in your pack, stick it in a little tiny pouch. You can do something such as grab a cool little watertight container and create yourself a little fire kit. You have options. So just because something like that breaks, find a way to use it. Be crafty, think outside the box, don't be a whiny baby. This is the Spark Force by Ultimate Survival Technologies. I love this thing because you can buy an all-inclusive fire kit for like $8 and you get this really good fire steel. What is important about this, it's very similar to the Gob Spark, is you get good sparks off of this thing, but you still get that like really good articulation with your hands. So if you're in a cold weather environment, you need to get a fire started and you are starting to lose a feeling or you're injured, you have a better chance to get this started because you have these nice little palm swells to kind of grip onto. And for today is kind of a special day because I actually have a friend and viewer of my channel down. He came up from Corpus Christi. This is my buddy Cody, who's been watching the channel for a few years, and me and him have been talking for the past few months, and he decided to come up and visit today and get a, you know, kind of what I do for my jobs, for my axes and my knife orders, and he's been very curious about doing his own channel, which is really exciting. But he wanted to bounce some ideas off of me, and he's getting ready to PCS. So I was like, dude, you're leaving. Oh, by the way, he is active duty military. He's a really good dude. So when his channel comes out, I'm definitely gonna tag you guys and let you guys go check out his content as soon as that comes up. Last but not least, and yes, I have been a total big huge dick and ignored this monster billy club out here for a reason. This is my newest addition to my kit. As you can see, I've been using it and having a lot of fun, like a lot of fun using this thing. This is a FATWOOD fire starter from 4 Directions Bushcraft. And let me tell you what, when I first saw this, I thought it was gimmicky. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But you know what? This dude is awesome. He's actually a first responder. He's an EMT as his main day job, but he goes down and actually goes into the woods and forages and procures these himself. And these are really nice, high resonated pieces of FATWOOD. I mean, you can see this is a huge, like 10-inch piece. It's like 1.5 inches in diameter. And then on top of that, there's a big, huge flame-throwing, 1/2 inch diameter, 6-inch long fire steel that is mounted into this bad boy as an all-inclusive fire kit, you know, minus your bushcrafting knife that you should have on you. So don't give him shit. He does sell scrapers too. But you know what I like about this? This big, huge thing. Look at how big this is. This is a massive fire starting kit. 26 bucks, guys. 26 freaking dollars. And I absolutely love this thing. Well, that just about does it for today. If you guys enjoyed this content, definitely throw a big thumbs up to this video. And for all the pertinent Amazon links, I'm definitely going to throw those in the description box below. And for everyone who does shop on those Amazon links, it really does us a huge favor. Helps keep us doing what we're doing. And the best part about it is it doesn't raise your end user price at all, but it helps support our channel and lets us keep making videos for you guys. Now, drop down in the comments because I'm very interested to see how you agree or disagree with my favorite fire steels for 2016. But that does it for now. I hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.